Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Sin City TV. Come watch TV with me. Y'all, I just knew that this episode of Doc was going to piss me off when I found out that Amy and Sonia was going to be pitted against each other, running for, chief resident or whatever. But the episode actually pissed me off for other reasons. Actually, one other reason. That reason being my baby, Dr. Michael Hamda. Hey y'all, welcome back to Sin City TV. Get on in here and come watch TV with me. Doc, episode 13. This episode was honestly one of my favorites. I thought it was going to piss me off because, like I said, the whole Amy and Sonia thing going head to head was really beginning to get on my nerves because I want them to bury the hatchets. I really need them to let this beef go. So at first I was a little irritated when I was like, they got them going head to head. But it was actually a beautiful thing for them, I think. But before we talk about them, let's talk about my boy, Michael. Now, all the Doc fans know my unpopular opinion. I love Michael. I love him, and I love him because I love flawed characters. I think flawed characters are realistic. I think they're great because, to me, a good character is somebody who is not perfect. There are no perfect humans. We all got flaws. We all got shit with us, okay? Even you, all right? We all got shit with us. And Dr. Hamda is a good man. Michael is a good man, Savannah, okay? But Michael is not a good husband. He is not a good partner. He is not a good fit. He can't. Hang it up. Okay? He's not a good husband in the least. I want him to wrap it up. It's over for you, boo. Okay? His parents kind of explained a lot for me, of why he is the way that he is, because his parents are so overbearing. They're old school. They had certain ways of doing things. And when the mother was saying, marriages are hard, they're not easy, they're work, you people are so quick to give up. In a sense, I agree with her. But in another sense, I feel like that's why Michael feels as if he always has to make everything right. He always has to, he can't never put himself in this shitty situation and take accountability for the shitty things that he does because he just wants to be right. He wants to make it right. He wants to fix it. He wants to be this good man. Baby, everybody's not perfect, but he just cannot own up to his shortcomings. And his parents, I feel like, have a lot to do with that because he just want to please everybody. He's a people pleaser. And I used to be a people pleaser. Maybe that's why I kind of relate to Michael in a sense, because he is a people pleaser. Okay, he is heavy on it. He will inconvenience himself to make somebody else happy. He's no good for nobody. Okay, because he can't even come to grips with his shortcomings and admit it to himself, let alone make amends with Nora. Because in my personal opinion, him and Amy's issues go way deeper, and I don't want to say the word wrong. His issues with Amy go way deeper, and they happened before. I was going to cut that out and start over, but you know what? I'm raw and real. We're going to keep it moving, okay? Him and Amy's issues, a separate category. Him and Nora, though, he fucked that up because he never should have got with Nora in the first place. He was healing a wound when he got with Nora because of everything that happened with Amy, and he wanted to make it right with somebody else. He wanted to start over. He wanted to feel love again. That wasn't the way you should have went about that, bro. You should have stayed by yourself for a little bit and maybe grieve and heal, then move on to somebody new. But instead, you wrapped Nora up into this situation that she could have avoided. You could have left her alone. You really could have left her alone. Okay? Like, for real. One of my favorite people to talk about Doc with on Twitter, Mel, said, she said, Nora got everybody in the family to like her except for the one that mattered. Weak. She came for my boy heavy on that one, but that shit was funny. And like I said, Michael is not immune to any whacking just because I love him. And I do. And I still do. But he gets donkey of the week. I could go on and on about the way he pissed me off in this episode, but we gonna move on, okay? To the Amy and Sonya of it all, because that's what this episode was really about. I've always said from season 1 that I felt like Sonya's main issue with Amy. Now, there were other issues, for sure. And a lot of issues were Sonya's. But I feel like the main thing was Sonya idolized Amy before she got to Westside. She had this image of who Amy was and how much she could learn from her. And she was eager and excited. And then she got shot down when she met her. You know how they say don't meet your heroes? Don't meet your idols? One of them kind of things. It's like I thought you were this person. And unfortunately, Sonya met Amy at her worst. So everything that she envisioned for maybe her career or her residency, she wanted this beautiful experience. And now she realized, oh, wait, I'm not going to get that because this lady is mean. You know, I feel like that had more to do with her disdain with her, especially after she lost her memory. It's like, oh, you don't remember the kind of person you were to me. And I feel like Sonya used that for her advantage to then get a little get back. You know, and I can't fault Sonya for that. I know a lot of people don't like Sonya, and I understand. She's not that likable, but I like her. Okay? Because, again, I love a flawed character. And Sonya, I love her. I don't think that she's wrong for a lot of the ways that she feels. Do she go about shit in the wrong way? Hell yeah. And I've said that time and time again. She goes about things in the wrong way, and she is judgmental, and she is naive. Okay? But she's not wrong for a lot of the reasons that she gives Amy her ass to kiss. I don't think she's wrong. And I remember I said in the beginning of this video that I thought this episode was going to piss me off, but with Amy and Sonya being put against each other. But in the end, I think it really helped them because Sonya needed this case. She needed to get knocked down a peg and to get taught in the right way, which is what Gina did for her. Because, again, in the flashbacks, we see Amy was a trash teacher. Garbage. Okay? Sonya was eager. She was interested. She wanted to learn. And instead of Amy teaching her and explaining things to her and being a good teacher, she shot her down and told her to read a book. Like, that's not the way that you teach or help people grow, even if you feel like they have potential, because we see in the flashbacks that Amy thought Sonya had potential and kind of fought for her to be there. But you got to give the same energy all the time. Another, I think Mel is the same person over on Twitter who voiced that better than I could, because it's like hard to explain because I'm not that good at articulating myself. But like, give the same energy all the time. Let me know that you see potential in me, but also let me know that you're going to make it hard for me. You're going to be tough on me. You're not going to make it easy on me. So that gives me encouragement to work hard. But instead, you're making me feel like you just Billy Badass and I ain't shit. Like, come on, Aim. That wasn't the way to go about it. But in the present, Gina kind of was able to teach and show Sonya that, yeah, you are judgmental and you do have biases. But in this case, you need to look at it a little different. And I think it helped Sonya become a better doctor in that moment. And she learned something. And for me, that's what's most important for her character. Sonya got to learn and Sonya got to grow. And I feel like she did a lot of that in this episode. But yeah, Doc is honestly and truly one of my favorite shows. It's not a show that I hyper fixate on at all. I have, certain shows that when I fall in love with them, I hyper fixate. Right now it's Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets is the love of my life, and I can't wait for them to hurry up and start filming so they can come back to me for their last season. Anyway, I'm getting on track. But Doc is one of my favorite shows because of how complex it is. The characters are complex. The characters are nuanced. The show is so nuanced. And I just love it. I love that it can give us this space to just talk about these characters and really break them down and analyze them and not always agree because it's so difficult and complex. These characters are unlikable. Okay? They really are. So please tap into the comments. Let me know what you thought about the episode and what you think about Amy, Sonya, Michael, everything that transpired tonight.